of a weapon that a lot of people are seeming to look down on for the hard raid, and I'm really struggling to find out why. And that weapon is the Hunger of Crota, or as a lot of people like call it, the Ghetto Horn. Now, hear me out on this. It's solar, like the Gallahorn. It's tracking, like the Gallahorn, but it does not have Wolfpack rounds. It's got the cluster bombs. Now, a lot of people are saying, oh, you can't do hard mode Crota with too many Hungers, and that's complete horseshit. I've I do not have the Gallahorn. I have been working tirelessly at every chance I can get to get the Gallahorn, but I have had no luck. Um, which is obvious because if I had it right now, I'd have Black Hammer, Fatebringer, and Gallahorn equipped. But I don't have Gallahorn, so I'm stuck with this thing. But it's not really all that bad. A few little things that a lot of people are probably like, oh, well, this is why you can't blah 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 blah. I'm a giant elitist douchebag. I think I know more about the game than everybody. Well, here's the fact of the matter. The Hunger Crota does 20% less damage than the Gallahorn. The reason being it does not have the Wolfpack rounds. The cluster bombs, uh, they don't all hit the target even though they splash around him. Which you would think that, maybe it would actually do more than the Gallahorn because there's more cluster bombs to drop. But it doesn't, so let's talk about it. The cluster bombs, altogether, the impact is roughly the same for the initial hit. The Gallahorn and the Hunger Crota deal about the same amount of damage as on initial impact. When it comes to secondary impact, which includes the cluster bombs versus the Wolfpack rounds, Gallahorn does do 20% more damage. But, and this is a huge stinking fucking but, you need 4 Gallahorn rockets to drop down Crota's shield. You need 5 Hunger of Crota rockets to drop down Crota's shield on hard mode. So I don't want to hear all this shit that, oh, well, you have to have, 4 Gallahorns banging him down in order to get rid of his shields. That's crap. There's no scientific fact there's no fact proven in the game that you have to have X amount of Gallahorns. That's just bullshit. This rocket launcher will do it well enough. The people who cleared Crota hard mode the first couple of times, a couple of them didn't have the Gallahorn. And one of them that did was a sword bearer, and I think the other guy was someone who was distracting boomers. But that being said, that means that most of them had Hunger of Crota, which is a good rocket launcher. It is more than decent. The Hive Disruptors are really good against any enemy that you're going to want to take down really quickly, i.e. the sword bearer, because it will do roughly 95% of the damage that a Gallahorn will do against any regular Hive Major. So I don't want to hear the crap you need to have a Gallahorn in order to beat him. You don't. I'm living fucking proof of that. I have almost about 30 clears of hard mode Crota, so I don't want to hear any bullshit saying you need to have Gallahorn to even beat him, and that's crap. Anyone that says you need to have Gallahorn, they're out of their fucking minds. Because not everybody has it. It is an incredibly rare and incredibly powerful weapon. So not everybody has the Gallahorn, and some people have to make do with this. And you know what? I've been making pretty good do with it. I still want the Gallahorn. More or less, I've given up on trying to get it because the Nightfall keeps giving me fucking Ascendant materials, which, by the way, Bungie, fix your fucking shit. Because I'm sick and tired of getting Ascendant shards out of a fucking Nightfall that you used to only be able to do when you had the fucking Dark Below. So, get your fucking shit straight. And, I just got another one of these on my Warlock. I'm going to be leveling it up so I don't have to switch weapons back and forth so much. But let's take a look at this weapon in detail. Let's see. Soft launch, less recoil, penalty to velocity. I'm not entirely sure why I'm still using that. Linear compensator, more predictable recoil, slight boost to velocity, and blast radius, more recoil. More predictable recoil, enhanced blast radius, reduced velocity, and more recoil. I mean, it's a rocket. You're only really going to be... you're not rapid firing a rocket. So, any one of these is fine, actually. As you can tell, it doesn't really impact any of the blast radius or velocity that much, no matter what one you pick. Tracking, that's self-explanatory. 1 of 5 damage upgrades. Quick draw, this weapon could be drawn unbelievably fast. I don't know who the fuck thinks they're going to be quick-scoping with a rocket, so that's kind of pointless. Increased weapon velocity, or warhead velocity. Yeah, gets it there a little bit quicker, but it's going to be about the same. Heavy payload, increased warhead blast radius. I like using this just because if you're in the thrallway or you're in the abyss, it's going to help clear out the enemies a lot faster. Cluster bomb makes cluster bombs. I think it's pretty fucking explanatory as well. Hive disruptor, more damage to hive majors, and the last 4 damage upgrades. Now, I like this weapon. When I first got it, I was like, oh, fuck, a rocket launcher. It's not a Gallahorn. What the fuck do I need it for? And then I started using it. I'm like, wow, it's kind of like Gallahorn, but it's like a ghetto version. And I think that's where the ghetto horn comes into play with the name. But guys, this is the weapon that I really wanted to bring up, and I really wanted you guys to go ahead and take a look at. So if you have the Hunger Crota and you have the Gallahorn, use the Gallahorn. I mean, if you have another exotic that you want to use in place of the Gallahorn and you want something that's going to do just as much damage, or close to as much damage, go with the Hunger Crota. If you don't have an exotic that you want to use, i.e. the Red Death, Suros, Vex, Hardlight, Monte Carlo, stuff like that, then those are the type of weapons that you're going to want to use. But guys, that is all I got for you right now. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.